Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I'm just back with a quick layout share for you. I went to the monthly crop that I always go to, and I just want to share the layouts that I made with you there. I made 5 layouts at the crop, and then I made 1 layout when I came home, and that was just while I was sitting in bed, so I didn't have my camera or anything set up, but I was just using up some bits and pieces I had from the kits that day. So this first one is called Lock View. I will put some stills up, and this is using a bit of Dear Lizzie paper. It's the one with the frames on the back, and this is just 4 photos, and it's the ones that are 4 by 5, I believe. I used the Project Life cards that came in the Quirky kit, which I done a share of. I also used the pleated ribbon that I done a share for, and then these are sequins from the Teresa Collins sequin pack. I used stars here from I believe this was from the Amy Tangerine Cut and Paste collection. These vellum pieces are from the January Scraptastic kit, and then I've used a bit of PAL glitter paper. Again, this is a transparency from the January kit. This is a piece from Cut and Paste, and then I layered stamps in the background. So I'm just going to give you a close up of that corner. So here you can see I've just stapled that vellum on. I'm just going to have to turn the layout around to get the bottom cluster in, but you can actually see there that I only took the Stampin' Up inks with me. So this is Stampin' Up inks. I used the Seafoam Mist, so it's got a nice glisten to it, and then I clustered the sequins together with a gem. I'm really sorry, I can't remember whose YouTube video I saw that on, but I saw them clustering the sequins, and I really like that look actually. And I've still got a lot of that bag of sequins left, so that's something I'm definitely going to do again. So that was my first layout. Okay, here is my next layout to share with you, and this is actually the first layout I done, and again it's using parts from the January Scraptastic kit. The papers though, I took the Wild and Free Glitz paper collection, so this is like the back, but I really like this watercolour effect. Again, I have this is the vellum from the Scraptastic kit. These are the cutter parts from Scraptastic. Here are gold rub-ons from Studio Calico, which came in one of my Studio Calico grab bags. I've used Neon Freckled Fawn enamel dots. These black text pieces are from a piece of Teresa Collins paper, and I actually spoke about this at the crop. That's from 2008, so glad to be using that. I use my roller stamps here in the background. So I use the Heart Brayer. I use the Glitz Design Plus bus symbol. And then I've used my roller fray stamps to stamp in the background. Again, I'm just going to do a close-up here. So this is the top cluster. Again, here you can see some of that detailed stamping. And again, I'm just going to turn it around to fit the bottom cluster in. Again, my title here, I've used one of the vellum pieces from that pack. I appear to have a gem on there from somewhere, so so there you can see I also used some mist and things on it, so I'm really happy with this one. And again, this is just me and my boyfriend on our anniversary out for a meal, and the tones of the photo, because it's quite a dark lit restaurant, were quite yellow in tone, so it kind of went with the background paper. This piece of vellum says I always knew it was you. I used this piece of paper from the print shop. I took my print shop 6x6 pad of paper with me because I knew the January Scraptastic kit also had a lot of those papers in. So that is that layout. Okay, the next layout again is using a piece from, and it's the piece with the Dreamcatcher on, from the Wild and Free. I used a lot of the sticker sheet on here, this big feather motif, which again I wasn't 100% sure on, to be honest. I've used the sea foam and the gold lame and some white Dylusion spray. I've used one of the black doilies. Again, I've clustered my sequins here. I've used the black and white twine, which again I believe came in the January Scraptastic kit. This is a tag from the January Scraptastic kit. This is Flair from that kit. Again, cut parts. This is a word from that. So I kind of went with the really bright backgrounds, but then most of my patterns again are quite sort of, you know, the black and white effect, and then with the teal. Again, this is a piece of vellum from that Scraptastic kit. This is actually a chalkboard by My Mind's Eye frame. You've seen me pull them out in previous videos. I'm not really sure if this piece is going to survive here. I don't know if I'm going to maybe put a foam dot onto there. Again, I've just stamped and things in the background. So again, I'm just going to show you a close-up. And this is a picture of me and my boyfriend at the German Christmas market. He disappeared off and came back with 2 German hats, which we then wore around the Christmas market. So here you can see a lot of the stamping in the background. Again, I've stamped words over that as well. So I also, I think you can just see it here, I used the Studio Calico map stamp as well, just to add some texture to the background. So I'm really happy with how that turned out actually, because this background is so bright, but just using the black and white to ground that. Again, I use these very old Teresa Collins cut apart sheets. Oops. Again, this is a piece from that Wild and Free Glitz design paper. This is a piece from the 6x6 print shop, but I've just cut the pink bit off there to keep the teal in it. These are all vellum pieces from the Scraptastic kit. These are borders from the Wild and Free sticker sheet. These actual word stickers are also from the sticker sheet. Again, I've stamped in the background. I've used the polka dot roller stamp, and I think I also, yes, I did use the arrow stamp in gold. I've actually used the Amy Tangerine craft labels, which you saw in a previous kit. This is a Scraptastic wood veneer. As I said, I took the Scraptastic January kit, I took my Quirky kit, and I took the print shop papers and the Glitz Design Wild and Free collection pack. So it was quite condensed in what I took because I knew all the colours worked quite well together. So just going to give you another little close up of those sort of stamping areas there. Again, this is just 4 photos of me and my boyfriend at a restaurant called the Blockhouse that we found in Stuttgart. Again, I've done quite a lot of stamping detail here and some gold detail. So even though these actually will be in the December part where there's quite a lot of Christmas stuff, and again there's a poinsettia here on the table, so that is quite Christmassy. But yeah, it's just telling about how we went to this restaurant, the 2 evenings that we were there, and how we really enjoyed it, how they had the English menu. And yeah, it's just kind of quite a funny little story. So I will journal a little bit here, but I'm actually probably going to journal on the back on this one as well. Then This one was a complete break from all those other layouts. This is actually the last one I done at the crop because I was kind of getting a bit overwhelmed by a lot of the sort of bright colours. This is a piece of the pink paisley paper. So, and this has just kind of had this watercolour design on. And I knew that I wanted to scrap this picture of a coffee cup, which I took when we were in Stirling from a little cafe we went to. So I really wanted some kind of coffee kind of effect. So this is actually a Tim Holtz mask, which I borrowed off my friend Karen. And I just inked this up in the I can't think what the colour ink. It's a Scraptastic ink. One of them's Coral Calypso, and I can't think what the other one's called. It's the grey colour. I think it might be slate grey. So I just layered those up. I then added some coral mist over, and some of my beetle, Rain Beetle one from hang on, just checking. It's a Crafty Notions. I also, on this mask, it had like splatter designs as well. I actually think it's a mask that I'm gonna have to get. I just used a piece of foam to rub through that, but I really love that how it's turned out. So I'm going to use that. Then I've used again another piece of paper from the print shop. This is a transparency that has been in my stash for quite a while, but now I've started using them as layering pieces. So I really like that, how that's turning out. I've got bits from the Travel Girl here. I've used one of the brown doilies, which I said I wasn't sure how I was going to use. These little banners are just from Studio Calico. I've just used some enamel dots here. Again, I've used those craft labels from Amy Tangerine. And this is a cut and paste Amy Tangerine floral label. I just wanted to pick the pink up because this is a freckled Fawn Flare that I got in a haul. Again, that's this little coffee cup. I've used some paper clips, which I think is the first time I've ever included a paper clip on one of my layouts. Down here, again, I just have a selection of stickers. Again, another piece of this Travel Girl label. And this is a Heidi Swap label. And that is from one of her kind of waterfall collection packs. It kind of had labels and rub-ons and that kind of thing in. I've used some cork thickers and some simple letters. So here again, I'm going to just do a couple of close-ups to camera. And again, I apologise that I can't actually easily get this all in there, but I hope you can kind of see the effect I was going for. And the title of this is the Americano debate. Basically, it is my pet hate that when I go into a coffee shop and order an Americano, they ask if I wanted milk. Because the whole point of Americano is it's espresso and hot water. And it really bugs me. And we went to this cafe, this coffee. It's kind of like a really nice little bookshopy kind of cafe. Really kind of, you know, quite a little kitsch little place. And I asked for an Americano. And the bloke who was serving me, the server, didn't ask me for milk, and my aunt, who I was on holiday with, said to me, you know, made a point of going, oh, you know, he didn't ask you for milk. And I kind of had a conversation with the guy going, oh, don't you hate it when you ask like for Americano and ask you for milk because it shows they don't know their coffee. So anyway, so I'm just going to journal about that story, but I'm really happy how this layout turned out, and it was a real break from like all the other sort of bright colours that I've been using. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And again, I've clustered the enamel dots, which I kind of echoed with the sequins as well. And then finally, this is my last layout, and I believe this is where the gem has come from. So I'm just going to stick him back on there. And this is one that I done when I got home. I was just looking through the layouts I'd done and had a couple of bits that I'd cut apart, so I decided to get those on layout. This is an Echo Park from like the Ombre sort of Essentials collection. And here is just a photo of me and my aunt when we were on our holiday in Scotland. And we are wearing party hats because, as I said before, it was like it's what they call in the UK a turkey and tinsel holiday, where you kind of go and you have like a fake Christmas. So you had like fake Christmas Day, fake New Year's Eve, that kind of thing. So layered lots of things up here. I've got Maggie Holmes frames, I've got doilies, I've got more of the Amy Tan stickers. These you'll remember me stamping up on a previous layout and then them not making it on there. So I used those off my desk. These were the thickers that came in the January Scraptastic kit. So I used those up. These are just simple story ones. This is a Alison Krefft sort of cabochon resin piece, which I got in a kit, and I was really disappointed because mine is actually mangled up or broken, and I really didn't like it because it looked a bit crappy, to be honest. But I decided rather than just keeping it and not using it, I'll get it on the page. I've used some red sort of little pearls. Again, these are kind of, I think they're supposed to be leaves, and they're from the Amy Tan cut and paste sticker pack, but I decided to just stick them on. They kind of look like feathered and it just kind of made them flow. Fancy Pants labels. Then I've got some wood veneer. Before I started, I used the I think it's called Crushed Curry on the plus sign roller stamp. Try saying that. And then I used I think it's something Wisteria. It's like a nice purple colour, so I've just used the large chevron one for that. I've used more stars and things from the cut and paste. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out. So again, just giving you a few close-ups here. And again, just going to turn it around so I can get this bottom cluster in. And yeah, as you can see, that smile one's a little bit gnarled up there on the camera. So yeah, in a day, that was 6 layouts. And this now takes my total up to 43 layouts for 2014 so far. So I'm really pleased with that because it's making a real dent. I did take photos that I've had printed from 2014, but I was really kind of rigid and was just like, no, I'm going to scrap those photos from 2012, get those done, get those finished up. I also, because I've been paid, I got my salary in, so I have ordered another one of those Lime Modern American Craft albums as well, so I can look at getting all these layouts actually into the album. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share these layouts with you. I will be back with some more process videos this week. They might not be so frequent this week because I've got quite a bit on with work, but you know, I really want to get on and get some layouts scrapped, and you know, I really love all the comments and everything I get from you guys. I was really overwhelmed this week when I received a couple of shout outs from people like I Snap Gonzo, Mila Bono, Tuesday Hubbard also mentioned me in her videos. I find it really surreal because I've been watching these people and then they kind of mention my name and I'm just kind of like, oh my god, that's me. So yeah, it just means so much. And again, it's such a great community we've got on here. I love getting all the comments I get on my videos, and I do try to reply to them all, or like them or read them. I just find it so annoying that I can only like reply to comments on my laptop, that I can't do it on my iPhone or my iPad. I don't know, I just find it really bizarre. But I do read all the comments and everything, and so yeah, it's just, you know, a bit of an effort sometimes to actually get the laptop out. I think we just rely so much like on our iPhones and iPads and things like that. But yeah, anyway, so big thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this layout share. and say I'm really chuffed with how I'm getting through. I'm a bit concerned that these layouts are kind of quite, you know, there's quite a thickness to them. So I'm really glad that I got that other album, so I can fit them all in. So I'll be back with some more process videos this week. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, that's it. See you again soon. Bye.